Hey everyone, what is going on? And you guys guessed it, we have another shoutcast for you, this time in the Master Premier Cup. And we are shoutcasting Callum on Toast. So he actually has a YouTube channel, but his YouTube channel is based on different Team Rocket, I guess, goals or challenges. Like he does like 500 CP versus Team Rocket leaders or something like that, something crazy, and he actually completes them. So it's absolutely insane. So definitely go ahead and check him out. But let's go ahead and see how he does. So right now he does have a Gosh Chomp up versus this Gyarados. And Gyarados is going to go for the Aqua Tail. Gosh Chomp going to be hit with another Aqua Tail, not going to shield, going to allow himself to go down. So Gosh Chomp will fall to this Aqua Tail. In comes Magnezone, which will be able to farm up energy, so that's definitely good. This is a Shadow Magnezone to keep in mind. So in comes Metagross. Not really a great answer to Magnezone. So, okay, Wild Charge coming out from the Shadow Zone, and this is absolutely going to devastate Metagross. Not going to shield, switching out to catch the charge attack. This is probably Meteor Mash as the bait. Yep, going to be Meteor Mash. Oh, he actually still shields it. Okay, that's a reasonable shield, but the opponent switches into Togekiss. That's actually very interesting, but at the end of the day, I don't think it mattered because there was nothing he could have done with this Metagross. Shadow Metagross at that, right? Shiny Shadow Metagross. That is so cool, as well as Shadow Magnezone. So the Charms did do a lot of damage, to be fair. It added up. In fact, he's actually able to knock it out, but Magnezone comes in, and Magnezone's going to definitely be able to take this game, no doubt about it. You could safely go just for a couple mirror shots, but wow, two Shadows. That's actually really cool. Shadow Magnezone and Shadow Metagross. So I didn't even realize that Metagross was actually Shadow at first. So really cool. Very nice to see and really well played. I mean, we see these double steal teams with Metagross and Magnezone all the time, right? I mean, I definitely have when I play Premier. Usually I stick to the Master League, but, I have played Premier, so it's pretty interesting. So the next matchup is going to be Gosh Chomp versus Rhyperior, so definitely favorable for the Gosh Chomp. Will the Rhyperior switch out? I mean, this Gosh Chomp is not going to switch, going to be hit with probably a Surf. Maybe it's a Superpower. We'll have to see what the Rhyperior has. Going to be that Superpower. Okay, so switching out into Snorlax. Snorlax is not going to appreciate this Outrage. So this Outrage going to do quite a bit of damage. And let's see, this Gosh Chomp going to be hit with a charge attack. Probably going to be Body Slam. Gosh Chomp might want to shield. No, not going to shield. Wanting to save the shield, even if he loses the lead. I guess he's okay with that because he has two Shadows in the back that do a tremendous amount of damage, and that would benefit from the shields more so. So it actually makes sense not to use the shield on Gosh Chomp, even if you lose the lead. But with this Shadow Magnezone going straight for the Wild Charge, and that Wild Charge will knock out the Snorlax, costing him, health, right? Or not health, but his defense. But going for the Mirror Shot now. Mirror Shot actually going to be doing a decent chunk. Not super crazy amount of damage, but it's not too bad. So a charge attack coming through. Is he going to shield? Probably not. Not going to shield. This Magnezone has already been debuffed, so Magnezone goes down. In comes the Metagross. Out comes Dragonite. Very interesting. Still has two shields. That's why he held on to both shields. Beautiful gameplay. Going to go for the Medium Mash. I can't imagine the Dragonite not shielding. Yeah, Dragonite shields. A Medium Mash from a Shadow Metagross probably just, it's got to knock it out. I mean, look how much it did, yeah. And now these shields are going to come in handy. Going to be able to shield this. It is a Dragon Claw. Another Dragon Claw coming out, you might as well shield. This is definitely going to be another Dragon Claw, but you could safely shield it and just go for the Medium Mash. No doubt about it, this Dragonite is going to go down. So Medium Mash coming out and knocking out Dragonite, and in comes that Rhyperior. And this is not a Mud Slap variant, which is good, able to just farm down, yeah. So I've been saying a lot lately, just refuse to lose, and you'll reach rank 10, right? As long as you refuse to lose, you're going to be doing really well. So it looks like Callum is doing that. I think that's going to be my catchphrase, maybe I'll probably get an emote on Twitch with that, refuse to lose. As long as you refuse to lose, you're not going to lose, right? Just refuse. So anyway, he has his next opponent, going to be Michael. So Michael Ketchum. So it's going to be Gosh Chomp versus Togekiss. Terrible matchup. Both Pokemon in the back can handle this Togekiss. What's the switch out going to be? Togekiss going to switch into Swampert. Okay. So, do you bait here or do you go Earthquake? This Hydro Cannon going to be coming out. It's going to do a lot. This is the Shadow Metagross. So, yeah, it does do a lot. I guess you don't bait because, I mean, that Swampert would be able to farm down anyway. So going straight for Earthquake. Wow, Swampert not shielding. Swampert actually losing that matchup. Absolutely crazy. So that's huge for the Metagross. What is coming in? Going to be Snorlax. Totally fine. At this point, you just bring in Garchomp because that Garchomp cannot meet up with that Togekiss again. So, yeah, we'll have to see. Going to go ahead and go straight Outrage. Wants to get damage off against the Snorlax. Snorlax probably shields. Yeah, because, I mean, he knows that Togekiss... Well, he doesn't know Magnezone is in the back for Callum. So, anyway, Body Slam coming out. And this Garchomp is just charging up, just doing as much damage as possible. Okay, so the Togekiss is going to be able to catch this Outrage, so that's a beautiful switch on the opponent's end. But Shadow Magnezone is going to be able to answer that Togekiss. So going straight Mirror Shot, wanting to get rid of this Togekiss as soon as possible. So Mirror Shot definitely enough to do it. And in comes Snorlax. And Snorlax is going to go for a charge attack. But again, saving both those shields for the Magnezone or the Metagross. Going to be Magnezone in this case. Actually not even shielding. That's actually crazy. I would have definitely shielded both of these attacks. Still not shielding. I guess he's saving the shields for Garchomp. That must be what he's doing. That must be what he's doing. Okay, I see it. I see it. That's a good play. So picking up the shield right there. Magnezone goes down, but now he still has 2 shields for the Garchomp, and all he basically needs is an Outrage. I think Outrage KOs at this range. So gonna go ahead and shield this Body Slam. Obviously, you have to use the shields now. Oh, he has Earthquake instead of Sand Tomb. I didn't even realize that. But okay, going for the Earthquake. Earthquake KOs? Yeah, Earthquake KOs. Even if it didn't, he could have gotten to another one and shielded in another incoming Body Slam. But okay, that was a good play as well, recognizing that Garchomp would be able to beat the Snorlax. So really well played, really great game. Fantastic battle. I mean, I would have shielded the Shadow Magnezone and gotten off like 2 wild charges, but it really didn't matter at that point. So going to find his next opponent. Unfortunately, we can't see Callum's rating at this point in time because this is when the white boxes were a thing. So going to be Garchomp versus Gyarados. Not great, however the Outrage will do a lot, so we'll have to see if the Gyarados does want to commit a shield. Yeah, we're going to have to see. Yep, going to want to commit a shield. Okay, makes sense. This is a Waterfall variant, so it is doing neutral damage to the Garchomp. Garchomp going to be hit with a charge attack, going to be an Aqua Tail, so Garchomp, again, wanting to save those shields, right? Even if the Garchomp goes down, you probably just let it go down, you bring in Shadow Magnezone and farm down, right? And then you have loaded energy, the opponent is down 1 shield. Oh, okay, switching out into Dragonite, I dig it. But this Shadow Magnezone is going straight Wild Charge, probably bailing into Shadow Metagross after this. Oh, no shield from that Dragonite. Yep, able to bail into Shadow Metagross and trying to farm down. Not quite able to do so, but this Dragonite will get off Dragon Claw. But again, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't do that much. Still has both those shields. In comes Gyarados, but Gyarados is still going to be taking 2 of these Meteor Mashes from a Shadow Metagross is not enough. Or is enough to KO that Gyarados. So that's actually crazy. Look how much Bullet Punch is doing. Going to go for another Meteor Mash, and this Meteor Mash will KO that Gyarados, unless if Gyarados decides to commit the last shield, which it does. That's very interesting considering Shadow Magnezone is in the back. Going to shield, yeah, I mean, still has 2 shields. Has 2 shields with the Shadow Magnezone against no shields, right? 2 attacks coming through. Are you going to shield this one up? Going to let it go through? Going to let it go through. Going to be an Aqua Tail. Able to... Oh, that did a lot. Still able to take it. In comes Metagross. Okay, so Metagross comes through. Going for a Mirror Shot? Isn't the opponent out of shields? Why is he going for Mirror Shot? The opponent's out of shields. Right? Don't you just go for Wild Charge? That would have probably knocked it out. I don't know why. I'm trying to think why you would go for Mirror Shot. That's very interesting. You could have just charged up 2 Wild Charges. Unless if you needed a Wild Charge and a Mirror Shot to knock it out. I feel like 1 would have knocked it out. I could be wrong. Able to go for a Mirror Shot now against the Gyarados. And that's going to knock out the Gyarados. So able to win this one anyway. I don't really know why. I'm just confused. I thought like Wild Charge was the play. But, still able to... Maybe you needed a Wild Charge and a Mirror Shot. I could be totally wrong. I don't really know. But either way, that's fine. It's fine. He won the game. I was just a little confused, but good game nonetheless. So jumping into the next game, going to be the same team. This is a very powerful team. Going up against Zack Attack. I think I battled that trainer before. I don't remember what season it was, but I think I did. Okay, so not really a favorable lead unless if you could land the Outrage, but going to switch immediately into Metagross. In comes Conkeldurr. Okay. Okay, so Meteor Mash is going to be enough to knock out this Conkeldurr. It has to. So Conkeldurr is probably going to shield this. Yeah, going to definitely shield it. This Metagross should be able to get to another one if it shields up this attack. Will it shield it up? Yes, it will. Going to shield up that Dynamic Punch. Definitely the correct decision. Going to be able to get to Meteor Mash barely. The Conkeldurr will probably commit its final shield. You have to bring Garchomp after this. So yeah, going to commit its final shield. Conkeldurr knocking out the Metagross. You got to bring a Garchomp. You have to do it. And then, yeah, take these attacks and hope that Magnezone in the back is going to be enough to sweep the back two Pokemon with a shield. Oh, actually shielding it up. Okay, very interesting, I guess, because he wants an Outrage for the Dragonite, but you're not going to be able to farm down with Garchomp. So another one coming out. I just don't see it. You're not going to be able to farm down. Yeah, unfortunately, that Conkeldurr had too much health. So we're going to go ahead and go for the Outrage. That will knock out the Conkeldurr. In comes Dragonite, switching to Magnezone immediately. What's in the back? No shield. I would have kept that shield and not used it against the Garchomp. I feel like that was probably the play. But I guess he wanted to try and farm down the Conkeldurr, which makes sense. So unfortunately, another Dragon Claw comes out, hitting the Shadow Magnezone, and it's going to get it super low. Okay, going for one Wild Charge. This will knock out the Dragonite. What's in the back? Can he get to another one? Oh, it didn't. Oh, Togekiss. It actually didn't knock out Dragonite. It almost did. In comes Garchomp. Wow, one Wild Charge would have knocked out that Togekiss. That's unfortunate. I feel like if you had the shield, maybe. I don't know. Either way, it was a fantastic game. It was definitely difficult because the lead was definitely difficult. So really well played, though. Able to go 4-1. That was fantastic. So, okay, 26-24. That's really powerful. Really powerful trainer as well. So we have another set for you. Same team. So 2 sets in this video, so a little bit longer. So let's see what happens. Just waiting to find an opponent. But yeah, I'm really liking this team, to be honest with you. Quite expensive because you have to max out 2 Shadow Pokemon, but if you have the Dust, you have the Dust. Okay, so not really a great matchup because of the Ice attacks, but Earthquake and Outrage will still do a lot. We'll have to see. Okay, going for an Avalanche. This is going to knock out Garchomp. Yeah, what do you really do against Magnezone? I mean, Magnezone is not ultra common, but you see it occasionally. Going for the Outrage. Will this get a shield from the Magnezone? Probably. I mean, unless if he thinks it's a Sand Tomb. Yep, going to get a shield. That Magnezone will shield Garchomp, trying to get to another Outrage. Barely able to get to it. Will the Magnezone commit both shields? We'll have to find out. No, going to go down. Okay, the Magnezone does go down. In comes Metagross. Magnezone? Yeah, going to bring in Shadow Magnezone, switching into Machamp. Oh, not really great, not really great. However, going for the Wild Charge, this might be able to get the final shield if it does switch into Metagross. Switch into Metagross anyway, because one Meteor Mash probably going to be enough. We'll have to see, is this going to be a cross chop or is it going to be a close combat? Do you shield this? We'll have to find out. Yep, going to shield it. Close combat, beautiful shield. I thought it would be a cross chop, but it wasn't. Going immediately for that Meteor Mash, so that will knock out the Machamp for sure. In comes Metagross, but this Metagross is going to be able to get to Earthquake first. I don't know if he actually... Yeah, I would say he needs Earthquake. He probably wouldn't be able to knock out with Meteor Mash. So in comes Magnezone. So Magnezone wants to get to this Wild Charge, charging up a little bit extra, but you can't really risk it. You have to go for it and hope that you can get to another Wild Charge against whatever's in the back. That does knock out... Oh, that's enough. Okay, never mind. I thought there was an opponent or a Pokemon in the back, but there wasn't. So able to win that one. So really well played. Really well played. A beautiful game, even though he lost that Garchomp to the Magnezone. Man, we all know how powerful Magnezone and Metagross are. Imagine them as Shadow variants. They're even that much more powerful, right? So next up, Garchomp versus Dragonite. Okay, so not really a great lead. Probably going to switch into Metagross. Yeah, going to switch into Metagross. Out comes Gyarados. Okay, but this Gyarados is KO'd from 2 Meteor Mashes from the Shadow variants. So, okay, Metagross going to take this a hit. Most likely an Aqua Tail. Yep, Aqua Tail. It's going to be farmed down soon. Can this Metagross get to a second Meteor Mash? Okay, Meteor Mash number 1 coming out, doing a lot of damage. Can it get to it? Can it get to it? No, not able to get to it. Very close. Unfortunately, could have taken the last shield. I guess you come in with Magnezone and farm down. And this charge attack coming through, it's going to be either Aqua Tail or Crunch. Magnezone will shield. Going to be an Aqua Tail. And then that will be able to feint the Gyarados. What is going to come in? Going to be Metagross. Okay, so Metagross not going to appreciate this Wild Charge at all. Going for Wild Charge number 1. The opponent still has 2 shields. We have to keep that in mind. So that Wild Charge, not actually enough to knock it out. Going for a Mirror Shot now. So this Mirror Shot, even though it's resisted, probably would be enough. Kind of hard to say. In comes Garchomp. Out comes Dragonite. Okay. Going to be a Dragon Claw. Garchomp can take it. Even if it couldn't, you probably don't use the shield against Garchomp. You probably save it for Magnezone, and you'll be able to take the final shield from the Dragonite. Assuming Dragonite shields this, I'm assuming it shields. No, it's not. Expecting the Sand Tomb bait, but Garchomp did not go ahead and go for that bait. In comes Magnezone. You definitely have to shield this. Even if it's a bait, it is, but it doesn't really matter. And you could just farm down and win that game, so really well played. I think he still would have had it even if the Dragonite shielded, because the Magnezone would have came in, got the 2 Wild Charges, knocked out the Dragonite, and then Metagross. I think he still would have won, but it would have been a lot closer. But either way, great game. Great game. So let's see what happens in the next game. So it's going to be Garchomp versus Togekiss. This is an absolutely terrible lead, so Garchomp is going to bail into Metagross. Out comes Excadrill. Okay, well, at least this is not a good matchup, of course, for the Metagross, but at least Metagross has some play, because Earthquake would be enough to knock out Excadrill, so it's still going to force the shield, which is good. Magnezone literally has, like, no play. But now you can bring in Garchomp and, yeah, just try and knock it out with an Earthquake, and you'll be able to do so. Do you farm down? No, I don't. No, you can't farm down. I mean, Rock Slide is resisted. Drill Run going to be neutral. Yeah, that does a lot. You have to go for Earthquake, like, immediately. Actually, you could just go for Outrage. I guess that makes sense. Outrage is still going to be enough to knock it out. So no shield coming in from that Excadrill, but the Excadrill already did its job. We know what's coming in, so switching out. Oh, no, not going to bring it in. However, this Magnezone going to be doing a pretty good job against both Pokemon, although look how much that Charm does. Charm is chunking away, right? It's absolutely doing a lot. The shield will not come up, saving the shield for Dragonite, trying to charge up to 2, able to get to 2, barely. Can he get both off? Going for 1. This will 100% get the shield, no doubt about it. And going for the other one, able to get it. I don't know if this knocks out. I want to say it does. I mean, this is so powerful. Oh, yeah, it definitely knocks out. Sopal still had 2 shields, guys. This team is insane. Still had 2 shields. Callum is absolutely on fire, dominating with this team. Hopefully he reaches rank 10 this season. But wow, this is absolutely insane. I'm not going to invest in these 2 shadow Pokemon because they're so expensive. But if you have the resources, I do have the resources. I just don't want to. I don't have good IV ones. Okay, picking up a great lead. So, this is a great lead for Garchomp. Metagross does have some play because Meteor Mash will do a lot as well. However, a lot of Metagross don't think it's going to be an Earthquake. They think Sand Tomb. So Earthquake is just going to one-shot it, and they're going to be like, oops. But so switching immediately into Metagross. Out comes Garchomp, so now it's reversed. Okay, does the opposing Garchomp which move does it have, right? Does it have Earthquake? Does it have Sand Tomb? Going to get the shield from that Garchomp. This is going to be a Sand Tomb. It's okay. You can definitely go ahead and take it. Going to be that Sand Tomb. And is the Metagross able to get to another Meteor Mash? Barely able to get to it. However, the Garchomp might shield and farm down. We'll have to see what the play is. Yep, going to go ahead and do just that. But the opposing Pokemon have no shields, so you could shield this, possibly an Outrage. If it's a Sand Tomb bait, I don't think he can get to an Outrage. Going to be a Sand Tomb bait. And able to get to an Outrage. This will knock out this game's over. There's no this game is definitely over. This is gonna knock it out. Magnezone with 1 shield versus Togekiss. No doubt about it, right? Even if he didn't have any shields, it's over because he could get to a Wild Charge. Really well played. I'm loving this team. Man, I want to try else. I'm gonna stick to my team that I've been doing pretty well with, but I honestly want to try this team. This is such a good team, right? Such a good team. And you could tell that Callum actually made rank 10 last season, which is pretty exciting. Pretty cool. So, okay, it looks like it's a Garchomp. Maybe much the opponent's Garchomp is best buddied. Is Callum's? I can't really tell. I haven't noticed, but either way, I don't know if it's equipped as the best buddy or not. So, Garchomp going to go for a charge attack. Going to allow it to go through. Going to go straight Earthquake. That will knock out the Garchomp. A little bit unfortunate, but understandable that he wanted to save his shields for the shadow Pokemon in the back. Yeah, this is, I don't know, Sand Tomb Outrage. Which one does he have? It's going to be Santoon, but it still would have done a lot of damage. Callum is definitely in trouble in this situation. Going to go ahead and go for the Meteor Mash. Shielded, okay. Going for another Santoon. This one, the Metagross will take. He didn't shield he did shield the first one because he was afraid of Earthquake, of course. Makes sense. Can't get to another Meteor Mash. Yeah, this game is over. This Garchomp is absolutely dominating. Like, you could technically knock out the Garchomp with Mirror Shot at that range, but like, whatever's in the back's just not going to happen. So another Charge Attack coming through. He's just going to allow it to go through. But going 4-1 again. 4-1 in 2 sets. Very powerful. Love the team. Absolutely love the team. No doubt about it. It's absolutely amazing. And yeah, that's going to be it for this video, guys. I will see you in the next one. I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a good day. Bye.